I'm going to go ahead and give your homework assignments, guys, and we'll open it up for Q&A. First homework assignment for this week is the first step to really being able to apply the law of attraction is to understand it. So what I want you to do this week is to go out. I'm not going to teach you about the law of attraction. I'm not going to go out and sit here for hours and hours and waste your time. This is the law of attraction. There's movies, there's books on it, there's a ton of information on it. What I want you to do is go and submerge yourself into understanding how the law of attraction works. That's what I want you to do this week. I want you to submerge yourself into the law of attraction and figure out how it works. All right? Immerse yourself in it. A couple movies that are just very basic yet very informative about the law of attraction. The Secret, the most well-known one. If you've seen it, go watch it again. The second documentary that I would highly recommend is called Beyond Belief. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that's by. But
Bruce Lipton, I think.
Yeah, if you pull it up to rent that or buy that movie, that documentary, if it comes up and it shows a little girl and her story, that is not the one that I'm talking about.
Not that one.
That is not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about, make sure that it is the one that's talking about the law of attraction. Okay? Those are two just very awesome documentaries. My recommendation would be to watch them more than once, 2-3 times if you can. Okay? This will give you a much better understanding of how to use the law of attraction, how the law of attraction works, and all that different stuff, so we can move forward from there next week. Okay? A great book that you guys can start reading, Ask and It Is Given. Who's that by?
Esther Hicks.
Esther Hicks. Yeah, if you've read it, thank you, by the way, whoever said that.
Repeat that, Cory.
Yeah.
The book?
Ask and It Is Given.
Ask and Given?
Yeah. Ask and It Is Given.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. So that's your first homework assignment. Your second homework assignment. All right. The first step to being attractive, the first step to being irresistible to the women you want is being fucking honest with yourself. To be honest with yourself and see yourself as you are, not better than you are, not worse than you are. To see yourself as you are. If you told me that you see yourself as an 8, 7, 8, 9, yet in the same, just a little bit later, you told me that you were attracting effortlessly, the type of women you were attracting effortlessly were the 2s, 3s, 4, 5. If it was beneath you, you need to do some self-reflection this week and be honest with yourself. Because you're not an 8, 9, or 10. Physically, but not really. Because we, again, the two elements to being attractive is internally and externally. I'm going to send you guys the sex appeal quiz. I think many of you have probably already taken it. Sex appeal quiz is basically a quiz that I developed that kind of puts things into perspective as far as where you're ranked and how attractive women will actually see you based on your level of sex appeal. I'll send you that quiz. What I want you to do, I'll send it to you probably later. I'll send it to you right after the call. And then what I want you to do is send me your replies. I want you to answer the question, send me your reply. The next thing that I want you to do is do an honest assessment for yourself. I want you to take a piece of paper at the top. I want to say my honest self-assessment. In the middle of the piece of paper, I want you to draw a line. On the left-hand side, I want you to write negative. On the left side is negative, on the right side, positive. And basically what I want you to do is spend some time going through and writing out all of the positive things about yourself and all the negative things. This can go anywhere from your thoughts, positive thoughts to negative thoughts, positive qualities to negative qualities, positive characteristics to negative characteristics, positive values to negative values. Yes, there are such things. You can have positive values and negative values. Positive and negative. Be honest with yourself when you do this assignment, guys. I cannot emphasize this enough. Next week, we're going to be going into the next phase of this, and I need to know where you guys are at. Once you have done the honest assessment, finish it. All right? Ravon, was there anything?
Yeah, I was going to add one thing with the homework assignments with the secret and beyond belief. Go back to it once in a while. Like, it's not something you just watch one time because you get different things out of it. You had to go through a lot of changes these 2 months, and as you're making changes, you watch it back. 2 months from now, it's going to be totally different. When you watch it again, you're going to get something different out of it every time. And, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's open it up for Q&A, guys. This introduction lasts a little bit longer than I thought it would have. But, questions, comments?
All right, I have a question.
Is the honest self-assessment, is that your qualities or the way you see yourself as a whole internally, or just your qualities as a man?
I mean, if you really want to break it down, you can break it down more in depth. You can break it down more in depth. Like, you can write the positive things you see as yourself as a man, the negative things you see yourself as a man. You can write the positive thoughts that go through my mind when I look in the mirror, the negative thoughts that go through my mind. You can go the negative beliefs that I have around women, the positive beliefs that I have around women. You can break it down and go into it as much depth as you want. The more in depth that you go, the better it is going to be for you moving forward. So it's totally up to you on what you do each week with this stuff. But like I said, one of the key things to getting the most out of our 8 weeks together is to go above and beyond. You have a mind. Use it. You have the ability to think for yourself. Think for yourself. You have the ability to go above and beyond. Go above and beyond. Yes, this call is recorded, and everyone should have gotten a link to their membership part of the site. There's no recordings in there. Tomorrow we'll have this recording and last week's recording up there, and then every week we're going to be uploading the recording.
Thank you.
Cory, I haven't got the link to the membership on the site.
Say that again?
I haven't received the link to the membership of the site.
Did everybody else get the link or no?
The link to what?
The membership site.
I don't believe so.
Okay, we'll get it. We'll
No,
make sure that
no.
everybody- All right, any other questions, guys? Come on, we got
Cory.
minutes left.
Yeah. I got a question. I know, like with the law of attraction, it says ask, believe, and take action, right? But with me, it's been a little different. Yeah, I've asked for some things in life, and because I believe in law of attraction, I practice that here and there. I research, and I believe it's going to happen. But I don't know when. But like with me, I didn't like directly take action. I just put myself out there, like hanging out at the mall, going to the gym, or doing whatever, right? And it's actually presented itself to me. What's been happening so far with me. So what's your take on that, though? Like things they've been presented to me to take action, though. I haven't really went out there and tried searching for it.
But why are you not going out searching for it?
Well, I'm not sure what you're asking.
Like, no, I'm saying like they say like take action, right? And I'm just going about my day and I'm just, doing something, and opportunities are presented to me, like unexpectedly.
Okay.
Like,
so that you're getting the attraction.
yeah, like money and a job opportunity at Buckle, basically. Because I'm into fashion, and that just came out of nowhere. Like, out of the blue, they gave me a full-time opportunity and benefits and career growth and opportunities and things like that.
Okay, well,
and I didn't.
That's awesome, dude. I mean, that means that you are in line. You're actually in alignment with a lot of good things already, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know what your question is.
I'm saying, like, when they say take action, when they're saying take action, does that mean, like, it presents itself to you like that?
Okay, well, here's how it works, man. Like, I still remember something that happened last year. I was working with maybe a couple years ago. I have no concept of time, so it could be 10 years ago. Anyways, I was working with one of my clients, and I was telling him about all this stuff and how when I grew up, I was in a small town, and there wasn't a lot of women there, but it always seemed to be that even though because there wasn't a lot of women there, even though there wasn't a lot of women, somehow, some way, everywhere I went, there always happened to be a really fucking hot girl there for me. Now, he was trying to, understand this intellectually and stuff, and I said, well, I'll put the intention out there. I want, right now I'm in the mood for a really cute blonde, fucking petite, just sexy as fuck, really sexual. And he's like, okay, now what? I was like, nothing. That's all. That's it. That's what I want. So, and he was in town for a few days, and we went out about our day. We went shopping. We were doing different things. Well, then we went over to a party. We had a party to go to over in West Palm. On our way over there, we get into this small town. One of the, because I don't know if any of you know Florida. Anything on water is amazing, but if you go into the middle part of Florida, there's nothing there. It's nothing but just rednecks. Really small, run-down town. Anyway, so I'm driving. We get to the middle of the state. We get to this place called Lake Okeechobee, and Lake Okeechobee is a very run-down, small redneck town. We get into the town. We stop and get gas. I needed gas to get the rest of the way over there. So I stop and get gas, and then I look, and then I'm standing there pumping gas, and I look up, and in the midst of nothing, in this small, shitty, run-down redneck town, there is a fucking gorgeous blonde, petite, very sexy. She's got you could tell she had a really strong sex appeal. And I called for my client. I was like, there's a perfect example of it, dude. It doesn't get any better than that. I mean, it really is that easy. And from that moment, it is my choice to say, hey, what's going on? Or not. And just go on. Okay? Sometimes when we get put into that situation, she will actually go out of the way and say, hey, and ask me a question, or just say, hey, what's your name? Sometimes I will have to do that. Sometimes I'll have to just say, hey, what's happening, or whatever, ask her a question. Bottom line is she was there for me, right? Somehow the universe, just the laws of attraction just brought us together in the most random town, shithole town, not a girl in sight, not a cute girl in sight that has any teeth anyways, or below 300 pounds. Yet here's this fucking gorgeous spot. Now you can question this and you can mark it as a coincidence all you want, which many guys do when I talk about this stuff and tell these stories like this. But at the end of the day, you can't. You gotta kind of stop and look back and say, well, it is. You know, when I was younger, in probably 8th, 9th, 10th grade, when I was put into a lot of these situations, I was probably more in you guys' shoes as far as kind of like, holy fuck, did that just really happen? I mean, what are the chances that I be at bingo with my grandmother and this fucking hot girl's there, and you know, we just started talking and hitting it off, and the next thing you know, she's coming back to my place. There can only be so many coincidences before you have that paradigm shift, before you have that aha moment where things start to click for you. At the end of the day, what you're looking for moving forward in this program, guys, and moving forward with all this attraction stuff, is you're looking for a paradigm shift. You're looking for that moment. There are a lot of aha fucking moments that you need to experience and have to see the things, to see yourself, the world around you, and women the way I do. You need to be open to those aha moments. You need to welcome those aha moments. Because for every aha moment, you are one step closer to seeing yourself as I do, which is not the way you see yourself right now. Did that answer the question?
Yeah, no, that's pretty good, actually. I get it.
Cory, I had a quick question. Hello?
But
This, as far as the 6 steps goes, was it intention, belief, letting it go, putting yourself in alignment, receive, and then attractiveness? Is that right?
The 5th step was just receiving it, man, and just allowing it to happen.
And the first step is intention, right?
Yeah, yep. Set that intention of what it is you want.
Got it. Perfect.
Cory, I have a question.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, it's more than about just having attracting a particular type of women. I would like to have a certain experience. Like, for example, I want a woman who is taking me out for, a trip, for a 2-3 day trip outside the city, or, a girl who's booking a hotel room for me and taking me there. I mean, really expensive hotel. So is that the kind of intention I should be putting out, I mean, like, in due course, or is it about just the women?
say the last part again one more time.
They said say it one more time.
Yeah, it's like, for me,
Hang on.
sometimes
Hang on.
yeah,
Stop for a second.
yeah,
Everything that you're saying is echoed. Everything you're saying is echoed, so it's tough for us to hear. So what you want to do is simplify what you're trying to say to us, so we can just get the point across.
Okay, can you hear now?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, so
That's
it's
better.
like, what I'm asking is, it's not just about women. Sometimes, like, my desires or my wishes are like, I want a girl who will take me out of the city for 2-3 days. She's the person who's paying for me, or she's booking a really expensive hotel room and then she's taking me there. All this kind of stuff. So is that the kind of intention I need to be putting out in due course, or is it just about the type of women? I mean, like, does it work both ways?
Okay. There's one thing you need to, you can be as general as you want to be, and you can be as specific as you want to be. But remember this. Attraction is not a choice. It is. Okay? When you set that intention for what you want and it shows up to you, it's not a question of if she's going to want to fuck you and be with you. It is. Okay? But you got to remember that a lot of times with where many of you guys are at, if you're just starting or even halfway into this stuff, a lot of times what you're going to do is you're going to go out and you're going to walk into a room and a room filled full of, let's just say 100 beautiful women, and you're going to be googly-eyed and you're going to be like, oh my God, she's so fucking hot. Look at those tits. Oh my God, look at that. Oh my God, she's so beautiful. Oh my God, she's so beautiful. I want her. I want her. I want her. I want her. Okay. That is not how this process works, and that's not what I'm teaching you to do. Okay?
Yeah.
And that's what I like to call them, googly eyes. Get rid of the fucking googly eyes. When I walk into a room full of 100 women, at the end of the day, I'm going to walk out with the one that is there for me. There's only one there, one or two or three max there for me. And how do I know that? The connection. Based on what I said I wanted and based on the intention that I set and what I wanted, now I put myself into alignment. I walk into a club. I'm like, all right, let's have some fun. I walk into a bookstore. All right, let's have some fun, read some books, and whatever. And then it's that connection it's a feeling that I get when I see my girl. Now, I talk a lot about eye contact because you can play the eye game. A lot of times, especially in the beginning, you're going to base a lot of your connections based on you look at a girl, she looks at you, and it's like you feel something. Okay? Something's happening inside. I can't explain it, but I'm having this really fucking crazy sensation going on. And it's fucking hot. You'll feel it. If you haven't felt it, that's fine. Don't get discouraged. That's why you're here. We're gonna work on getting you those connections a lot more. When you get a little bit more advanced, you're gonna have those same types of feelings with girls when you walk into a place, whether you actually lock eyes with her or not. You will be able to walk into a place, and let's just say there's a girl over there, and you see just a side view of her, and you get that same intense feeling as if that girl is there for you. You get the same feeling.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not about me walking up and looking at this girl that's physically hot based on what society deems as hot, trying to hit on her, trying to take her home and fuck her. Can I do that? Yes. Why? It's not about that. That's not what we're striving for. If you want to be able to go out and just to fuck, you're in the wrong place. There's nothing wrong with wanting to fuck, but you want to do it on a deeper level. You want to do it on the level that we're talking about because it exceeds anything else out there. Nobody else does this shit. I'm talking about when you come together, you just got that feeling by the time you guys even touch each other, every breath, every touch, every feeling, every look, it's like ecstasy. It's like you're on pure fucking MDMA. It's fucking hot.
The connection is so much stronger.
By the time you guys actually do come together, you do touch each other, but you got the blood dripping. Her pussy's literally just fucking ruined her underwear, but without even fucking touching her. That's what I'm talking about here.
But you have to feel to understand it for the first time. You will through the process.
Some of you may have felt this once or twice. Some of you, maybe you've never felt this. Either way, that's what we're after. We're not after having the ability to go out and just talk to and hit on and try to fucking work over the hottest girl in the bar based on what society deems as hot. Again, remember, the type of women that you're going to attract right now effortlessly and have these crazy connections with is based on where you are on that number scale. You can't jump to different levels on the number scale. You can't skip different levels. if you are having these crazy hot connections with a 3, maybe it's not what you want. Maybe you want the 7s and 8s and 9s and 10s, but you're still only able to do this with 3s. You need to accept that that's where you are, and you have to go through and build on that number scale to work your way up the number scale. You have to become that 10 if you want to get the 10.